Redshift and Knowi. Let's take a quick look. We provide native analytics into Redshift along with other sources. But if you have your data in Redshift, you can either drag and drop the queries in directly. So let's say I'll take this demo sent. Two options. You can either build the queries here using the visual builder, or go to the editor. Gives you a couple of other feature functions. This code generation piece helps you give you Redshift SQL syntax for plain English language questions that you have. So you can use that for it. Gets you syntax helps and so on. You can also use tokens on the queries, where the tokens are runtime parameters you can pass in later from either dashboard filters or user level filters. If you have data across other sources beyond Redshift that you want to join through, you can use a join source to join across multiple different databases, either NoSQL or SQL. And let's say, for example, I've got some joins across a Redshift and MySQL database here. This data set that's returned, it's a combination of both of those, where the results of query 1 and query 2 are merged up together using a specific key. And any step along the way, you can transform the data in more powerful ways, right within a Redshift query, obviously, or you can use Cloud9 along the way for more advanced analytics types transformations right at the data set. So at this point, you're building the data set. The data set is a representation of one or more queries, and then you can specify what the data strategy is. The data strategy implies, hey, is this going to be direct against Redshift? Is this going to be run behind the scenes? And also, what should we do with if it's running behind the scenes, what should we do with the data, and what's the override strategy? So some options here for time-based appends or replacement strategies and so on. You can also use a custom store to write this resulting data set back into Redshift if you like, or chuck it into Knowi as well. And once you have this data set, then you can start building visualizations, dashboards, and ask questions against it in plain English, along with generating insights in English too. So let's say so now I have this data set I've just created, and then from there you can just ask questions to say, total sent by customer, for example, build some visualizations. There's lots of visualization options, about 40 of them, I think now. And let's do one more. Yeah, good enough. And yeah, now we have a dashboard we've created. From here, you can set alerts. There's instance sites that gives you plain English insights from the data and so on, and more advanced things. But keep it short for the sake of this brief demo.